So this color coding, you can see it, you know, the red, grade 8, that brown, grade 5, that blue, your regular zinc, orange, washers purple, nuts blue, carriage bolts green. So even like your wood screws, I know that they're all orange. Sheet metal screws, they're all yellow. And you look over here, going down this aisle, and I even try and set things up in the same order as if I'm walking down the aisle, just trying to reduce the cognitive load. Another thing to observe is notice how hex bolts are orange. Where you go grade 5, they're blue, but notice the font here is in orange. Go to grade 8, orange, gold. So they're actually using a 2-tiered system. I didn't show this part in the store, but I went ahead and picked up a few of my favorite, I guess I can't say favorite colors, actually colors picked based off of the color coding that I was showing you in the aisle, with a few tweaks and variations here and there. These were about $3.50 a can, and I definitely won't use them all just on this, but they'll find purpose before they go bad, I'm sure, with other endeavors we pursue. And it's always handy to have some color coding paint on hand in a shop anyways. And I'll show you the rest of my process here. So when I was in Menards, I went ahead and made a little cheat sheet of their color coding process, as well as a few photos and stuff to remind me, but I just wanted to write things down because I enjoy doing that. Start with my largest collection of hardware, and that would be either carriage bolts or hex bolts. Carriage bolts because they were actually one of the first pieces of hardware to get formally organized in this shop. Otherwise I was going to do hex bolts. We're going to do carriage bolts, and so they're green. All right, now remember I pointed out the 2-tiered color coding system, and I'll show you how I'm going to manage that in my system here. But right now the carriage bolts start here and they move on all the way to here, and they go on to here, and I'm going to make those drawers green. What I'm doing here is I'm making the labels that are going to go on those bins, similar to these labels here. Now you can see I've experimented with different styles of labeling. This is the old school stamp labeling system. This is the newer school printer labeling system. But what I have found in my experimentation is that this product right here seems to work the best. This is made by Fast Cap, and it's a PVC label that you can write on Sharpie in, and then if you ever need to, you can just take some lacquer thinner and completely erase what you've written on. Now, while this may look, I don't know, I don't even think it looks more professional to do this than a handwritten label, and this has been proven, for me anyways, to be way faster than farting around with these devices or these devices. So I'm going to start writing out my hex bolts offerings in the same arrangement. I'm going to use orange ink because the hex bolts are color coded orange at my most frequented hardware store, and they're going to be going onto the gold bins. The gold bins indicate that the hex bolts are grade 8 bolts.